You ready?
Hey, listen!
Get some.
Yeah.
Hey, listen!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lawrence's Let's Plays. Tonight I'm bringing to you a video that shows how I finally, after hundreds of tries, not exaggerating, was able to kick Calypso's ass, her little snake ass, and take her out on the hard campaign final stage, chapter 814, hard campaign, 3-star clap. I got all the stars finally. And I was hoping that this would be a video that would be really helpful to newer players, or even for those of us that have been playing for a while that maybe you're at this part too and you're struggling with trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to show you what I did, the techniques that I utilized, and also show you a unique strat that I came up with that I'm proud to say I believe is unique to Lawrence's Let's Plays. I've not seen another content creator come up with this, so I'm really happy to show this to you guys. To my return viewers, thanks so much for your continued support. If you're new to the channel, I want to thank you as well for stopping by. Nothing really left to say. My name's Lawrence and Let's Play. And you're probably wondering yourself, Lawrence, don't you usually start on the home screen? Yes, I do. However, this game has a weird thing where I will go to start recording and show you guys an auto fight and how hey, look how I 3-starred this stage, and then an enemy gets through. Or one of my heroes dies. So I don't know. This should work. If it doesn't, you're going to see an edit, and I'm going to have to do it again because sometimes it just doesn't work. So the parameters to 3-star this stage, you have to clear it for the 1-star, clear the stage with the soul core intact for the 2, and the most difficult part, for me at least, was clear the stage with all heroes alive. I watched several different techniques from other people, like my Bucket's amazing channel that he does with Watchers of Realms content, but it didn't work for me, so I kind of came up with my own strat, and like I said, I'm going to show you how I did it. First and foremost, before I jump into the auto fight, we're going to look at the map info. I'm going to briefly go over what you'll have to deal with on this stage. I'm not going to read everything. We're going to go Priestess of Rain. They're going to trigger the Acid Rain that constantly reduces heroes' defense and magic resist. The Priest of Rain work in concert with them to allow them to deal more damage in the Acid Rain, so you want to get rid of the Priest of Rain as quickly as possible. The magic resist and physical resist that I have found out doesn't seem like it really affects you all that much. It's okay to kind of keep them on the screen, but you got to kill either one or the other. Kill the Priest of Thunder really quick, or kill the Priest of Rain real quick. Priestess, excuse me. Egon's Dependent, these are the little fish guys. And then the Egon's Believer are the fish guys. If you allow them to jump out of the other side of the water, when they jump in the water, then they turn into these guys. And then, of course, you got Calypso. Big, bad Calypso. Calypso, the Ancient God's Messenger. The lightning arrow is the biggest thing you have to watch for. When you play the stage, you'll see that Calypso will go in like a snake pattern, because she's a snake. And she will pause after so many times and attack you with a lightning arrow. You want to avoid that, or not really avoid it, but you want to try to tank that damage as much as possible. It's important to remember that the last unit placed, Calypso will always target every time. So the last unit that you want to place, and again, this becomes a balancing issue with your cost, is you have to put a defender down last. Because if you don't, like one shot from lightning arrow is pretty much going to kill any hero you have, unless you have a vortex and you're lucky enough to pop his shield to overheal them and give them the shield that vortex will provide them. Also, she attacks with a flaming arrow. Ancient God's Messenger shoots flaming arrows, doing damage to multiple targets. That's not such a big deal. It does damage, but not so much to kill you. Anyway, let's jump in here. I'm going to put this on auto fight, and I'm going to walk through as best I can what my strat was, my unique strat, and also the techniques that I used. First off, Toriel on the top, left-hand platform. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, now we take her out. Now we put Salazar over here to the right-hand side top. Okay. He easily takes care of her. Well, not easily. He took a lot of damage. Captain Reeve at the very bottom left. You see I've popped Toriel's alt. She's attacking the Priest of Rain to mitigate the physical damage and or physical resistance and magic resistance that they're trying to hit us with. Then we got Vortex here, healing my Salazar, popping his alt. Now we put in Cetrum. Cetrum will take care of them. Now you see here, and you see the pattern that Calypso would take. Now, here's my unique strat to Lawrence's Let's Plays, ladies and gentlemen. Silas on that very top platform, pop his ult. He's absolutely murdering Calypso's health. As we know, he is an absolute beast in bosses. So he takes her down to about half health, a little less. I also then pop Cetrum's ult. I have him in a perfect position right below Silas. Clap, clap, dead. So the key to that is that I was able to kill her in one cycle. She wasn't able to snake all around the map and have to worry about her lightning arrow. I only had to worry about it once. Once she popped it in, I had Vortex make sure to overheal the shield for OLAG. And then you'll see I despawned my Cetrum and my Silas. And the reason for that is because now they don't need to be facing up anymore. I have Silas facing up, and I've got Cetrum facing his attack range to the left. I've also placed in my Pharaoh or my Comet right behind Silas to help deal some magic damage. You see we're taking care of this, not too many issues. Also notice that I did not put anybody on the right hand side, because when I was putting Wrath over there, that was part of my problem. He would end up dying. I wouldn't despawn him in time. You also see I despawned Captain Reeve on the left side because he was going to die if I didn't. So it becomes a real juggling act to just try to figure out, okay, when should I try to despawn this hero? When should I deploy this hero? There's a lot of cost juggling involved to be able to get this to work. And then you'll see now that I'm just waiting on Toriel to be able to pop her ult, as she's the only hero with unlimited range, obviously, with her ult that allows me to hit these enemies from a distance. You'll see I'm at 58 of 60, and I have to wait for her to pop her ult. Now, granted, this video could have been faster, or this run could have been faster. I could have despawned a hero at this point and waited for cooldown as long as it's taken for Toriel to get back to her ult to kill that enemy. But I didn't really think about that. I was just so happy that I finally did it. As you can see, the shield shows 3 still. I did not lose a hero. But like I said, it's very critical to know when to despawn your heroes. Like when I despawned Silas and Cetrum to reposition them to take work on the enemies that are popping up on the left, because I was despawning my Captain Reeve, those enemies were getting through. There was absolutely nothing I could do about that, but I was allowing them to, knowing Cetrum and Silas would be able to take care of them once I repositioned them. But I had to understand the layout of the stage and when exactly the enemy waves were going to be light enough that I could despawn them with confidence that my other allies like Toriel, like Silas, or I'm sorry, like Salazar and Comet on the right hand side were going to be able to take care of those waves without having to worry about how soon I put them back in. So that's my strat, guys. Silas on that very top platform, Cetrum right below him, pop the ult. Well, that's the strat for beating Calypso, I should say, because like you really want to try to kill her as quickly as possible. It makes that so much easier to 3-star. I think it's very difficult to try to 3-star if you allow Calypso just to keep roaming around in that snake-like pattern, because when she does, she's going to cast that lightning arrow several times, and even overhealing my OLAG shield. Again, that was my defender I put down. Oleg, who's just an absolute tank. When I put him down, there was times that her lightning arrow, even with an over-shielded Oleg from Vortex overhealing him, still ended up killing him with 1 hit. So that was my run. I hope you guys found this informative and helpful. If you did, make sure that you do smash the like button. Also, consider subscribing to my channel, as this is my main focus of my channel moving forward, is Watcher of Realms content, and it helps my channel to grow and gives me the opportunity here in the hopefully not too distant future of making this financially viable for me. So I thank you for all your support, guys, and also keep it locked right here at Lawrence's Let's Plays, because as you see, I'm pretty consistent with putting up new content on a daily basis for this game. With nothing really left to say, this has been Lawrence for Lawrence's Let's Plays, and I am out of here. Take care, guys. I'll see you real soon.